Yes, people, welcome back to No Filter TS with myself, TS. This one, is more for if you're a football fan, you're into the sports, predominantly Premier League, and Sunday evening now, Arsenal won, West Ham won, Tottenham drew. That's the vibe, man. But the main things in you see in the title, first thing, Howe hired. Eddie Howe witnesses his new Newcastle side draw with Brighton yesterday, 1-1, and it's not been an official announcement yet from the club, but it looks like he is going to be the man to, take Newcastle forward, and I think he's definitely a man with a lot of quality. Obviously, he's got experience, been in the Premier League with Bournemouth before. At a time was even being touted as potentially. Should be the next Arsenal manager at the time when Wenger was leaving and stuff. So he is definitely a man with quality. Obviously, the likes of Ryan Fraser at the club, who he's worked alongside in the past, and that Newcastle team, they have players in there that if you can get them performing and get them up and running, you set out the right formation. They're a team that can definitely put some performances together and beat relegation. You look at the likes of Callum Wilson, Fraser that I just said, Joe Willock, Saint Maximin. There's man in there that attacking wise can do a job for you. Defensively, man like Lascelles, he's quite solid. Jamal Lewis, Clark. They got man in there that are competent enough to do an adequate job, suitable. To somewhat, I say for this season, best hopes to probably get somewhere towards maybe a mid-table-ish finish, maybe a 12th place finish. Who knows? But definitely, it's a good appointment for them. Obviously, it's been a bit embarrassing for them. All this talk of Emery, and then Emery, turned them down. And I think Emery's just a man of morals in the way he kind of said, Villarreal's his home and stuff, and you can't really knock a man for that, in my opinion. So yeah, on to the next news. Farke fired. Every time I think of Daniel Farke, I think of what's his name, Darren Farley, the impressionist guy. His impressions of Daniel Farke it just kills me. He'd be like, oh, the Canaries, the Carrow, the Delia. I spoke to Delia and I gave her a piece of my German sausage. All that sort of stuff. My impersonation ain't as good as his, but shout out to him. But Norwich finally win their first game. My man get the sack, and it's a tough one because it seems like he tries to play a certain style of football, which it works in the Championship, but it don't work in the Prem. I mean, some people will say it's down to the budget he's given. Again, I know when man does their impressions, the man says that he's on like a £12.50 budget. Norwich again's another side that they got players in there that if you add the right qualities around them, they shouldn't be in a bottom of the table in some sort of relegation battle, relegation struggle. Max Aarons, as an example, is a good player. They got Brandon Williams on loan, so fullback wise they're quite solid. If I'm Norwich, just a tip to Norwich, Delia, if you're listening, I am interested in the job. I've got a lot of football manager experience, and I'm confident I could take the club forward. Maybe not beat relegation this season. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm confident I could, take the club forward. You got to look at players that can improve that defence. Myself being an Arsenal fan, maybe you go to Arsenal in January and see if you can take Holding or Chambers on loan. If not, maybe see if you can buy one of them, or see if you can buy one of them and take the other one on loan. Like there's things that you can definitely do to try and bolster your squad. And I'm just using Arsenal as an example, as obviously it's the club I support, and I know most of the affairs with Arsenal in general. Maybe you go back to Arsenal again and in January and you're like, okay, well, how much would it cost to take Eddie Nketiah from you? He's got 6 months left on his deal. He's desperate for football. What can we do? He's not playing for Arsenal apart from the odd Carabao Cup games here and there. He was on the bench today for the Watford game, but he's not playing that often. I'm not too sure the Premier League rules. I think it's only one player you can learn from per club. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But yeah, maybe for Norwich, you go, you try to sign a man like Chambers or Holding, which should kind of secure the defence a tiny bit. Not that they're the best defenders for Arsenal, but I think just their experience will help guide a lot of other players within that Norwich team you're not, not the best in terms of Prem experience, just guide them forward a tiny bit. And then, if you can get a man like Eddie, obviously Pookie's your main man, and you've got a man like Ida, shouts at him. But I think a man like Eddie, hungry, ready to play, wants to give his all. In them moments where maybe it's 0-0 or you're 1-0 down 60 minutes into a game and you bring him on, I think he's ready to do this thing. We've seen him a couple of times. I know one was in pre-season and one was in the Carabao Cup where he's played off the left-hand side. Maybe that's an option for you. Play him off that left-hand side. I'm sure if you went to Eddie Nketiah's when Arsenal in January and said, look, we're in a situation, we want to as best as possible fight this relegation thing, but we're willing for you to come in, play majority of games if it's not up front, even off that left wing for us. Regardless if we go to the Championship, we go to the Championship. If a good deal comes in for you in the summer, you're free to go. If not, are you willing to ride it out with us in the Championship next season and hopefully get us back into the Prem for the following season? For a young man like that, it's a good opportunity for him. He's not getting much minutes anywhere else. So I think it'll be a good move for Norwich and Arsenal. But that's just me, with my agent, director of football hat on. So yeah, Delia, when you're ready, the Instagram's in the comments below. I should put my email in the comments below. Hit me up. I'm ready to take the club forward. I can't relocate to Norwich due to family commitments, but in the times that we're in, we can do a lot of stuff via Zoom, FaceTime, Facebook Messenger chat, WhatsApp, Skype. I'm ready. So yeah. And on to the last thing, Ollie at the wheel. Well, I'll tell you this now. The wheel is punctured. The wheel's gone. Punctured wheel that. What wheel? Everyone's known the wheel's been done out for time. And it's a mad one now because it's at the stage now. I don't even think United can get rid of him now. After that Liverpool game when, they got moved to, he's thinking, maybe you get rid of him, you get Conte now. Conte's at Spurs. So who do you get now to fix this? There's no one to fix it but me. And I don't want to fix it because I'm an Arsenal fan. I can't help United. Norwich, Newcastle, Villa. Obviously, I see Dean Smith get sacked today. Them sort of teams, I'm willing to step in and bring the club forward. But I can't help United. That's a conflict of interest. So yeah, Ollie, there's no excuses you can make for the guy. I think everybody knows he's not a high-level quality manager. Everyone talks about, he's at Molde, he was at Cardiff. People said last season, the board need to back him. They've backed him, and things have got worse. That's the reality of it. No one can dismiss the quality of players they have. They've got top quality players. I guarantee you, if I started a Football Manager career mode with that side, I'm challenging for the Prem. Easy challenging for the Prem. No top four, no getting smacked by Liverpool 5-0. I'm challenging, innit? So, Ollie's got to go. But now, who do you replace him with? Pochettino's at, PSG. Conte's at Spurs. Who are you replacing my man with? Dean Smith, because he's out of a job? I don't think so. Daniel Farke? I don't think so. There's no one to replace him with now. They might have to get Fergie back out of retirement to save him now. That's how bad things are gone. And it's down to the board, but yeah, I think the longer Ollie stays in the job, the better it is for fans like me of Arsenal, because the longer that guy stays in charge, United ain't doing nothing. So yeah, I don't know when United is due to play Arsenal. I'm not sure if it's the end of November or December, but hopefully Ollie's still in charge then, because the way things stand at the moment, United ain't doing nothing with that guy in charge. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it all. Quick football talk. Obviously, after all the games of the weekend, man losing their jobs and that, quick P45s and that, quick payoffs. So yeah, that's it from me. If you're new listening to myself, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts and everything in the comment section below. And yeah, man, I hope to catch you on the next one. Peace.